Mabuhay! ¿Cómo está? Now, if you think that sounds a little bit Spanish, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not mistaken, okay? Because strangely enough, back in the 16th century, the Spanish actually colonized the Philippines. And so not surprisingly too, some Spanish words and phrases have filtered into the Filipino language. Como está in Spanish means, how are you? And strangely enough, that's what it means here in the Philippines too. But it has resulted in some anomalies. The Philippines is spelt with PH. Yet if you refer to Filipinos, it's actually spelt with an F. And that comes from the Spanish word for Felipe, which of course is Philip. And that's spelt with an F. And that's the same here in the Philippines. So Philippines, PH, Filipino, or Filipina, if you're referring to a lady, that's spelt with an F. So that's some anomalies. And we've recently discovered another anomaly. Throughout the world, visitors to another country are required to quarantine for 14 days. But here in the Philippines, we've just found out a few days ago that we are now required to quarantine for 21 days. And as I say, we found that out a few days ago, but it's taken me those few days to calm down. What? My wife commenting there.
Hi.
Yeah, and despite being tested not once but twice, and both results were negative, we are here for 21 days, and I have to say we're actually treated like lepers. Obviously, we've got no. This is our room, okay? This is where we are. This is it. That's it. That's the room. Trusty guitar there. There's the outside. There's our view outside. Okay. So that's it. We've got this room. Okay. Oh, let's say a little bit more. We've got a fridge. Yeah. And we've actually bought a microwave and a toaster to gain some semblance of normality, but we can't cook anything here really. Some toast and we can heat food. We bought some beans and stuff like that we can heat in the microwave. But most of our food comes from outside. We have to order from a local takeaway. And when they deliver it, okay, or when anything is delivered, like new bed linen, clean towels, that sort of thing, they knock on the door, okay, and shout at us through the door, and then leave and put the stuff on the doorstep. So we have to retrieve it from the doorstep. So we kind of treat it like lepers, which is kind of weird. Anyway, there is some good news. We received last night some drawings from our contractor, the guy that's building our house. They call them engineers over here, but we know them as contractors. So the good news is that they sent us through some drawings which are looking pretty good, and he's going to present those drawings to the council, and hopefully that he reckons that it's going to be a formality that's going to go through all right. Okay, so when we're out of here, we're going to have to in another 2 weeks' time, because we've been here a week today, so we're going to be out in another 2 weeks' time, sign the relative papers, and hopefully, thankfully, then the building of our house can commence, and we'll be in our apartment that we've rented, which is a self-catering apartment, so we'll be able to cook there and eat and live a fairly normal life. So that's our update for today. I hope you're all keeping well back home. Thank you all again for your comments. It's great to hear from you, and I'll speak to you again soon. Say goodbye, Joy.